Guys, let's work on hip opening today, starting by standing posture. Few of the warm up for the hips before we go forward with the main stretch. You can see that I'm just moving my knee, raising up and pointing to the side and drop. If you are not able to balance it, you can drop the toe down or let it be on the air, just opening the hip completely to the front. Your body shouldn't be open to the side, it should be facing forward as it is. Just give a nice movement to your hip joints. You can complete minimum 5 to the side, right and left, and moving to the another one, just a hip rotation. It's very common and very simple practice for your hips and for your spine as well. Make sure to engage your good muscles while you push your hips forward. Give a nice rotation while the lower body is engaged. Yes, and now let's move to the another one, showing you from the side view. Legs shoulder width apart, palms at your hips. Just work on pushing your hips forward and make sure your knees are not coming forward. Knees are locked, hip is getting stretched while glutes are engaged, chest is getting open. In case of neck pain, keep looking ahead, do not drop your head back. And exhalation, bending halfway, body parallel, giving stretch to the back of the thighs, your hamstring, and just continuing the same movement, bending back and halfway forward for another 8 to 10 times. Don't round the spine. In case that is the thing, then you can bend the knees if your spine is getting rounded. So it's very simple but yet very effective as well, and be a little mindful while practicing. Do not overbend. Once you are done, keep your leg wide open, and if you feel uncomfortable, if the leg is too much of wide, let it be in, but not your knees shouldn't go out again. So fix a distance which is comfortable. You can stack your ankle underneath of the knees, see, and work on sinking your hips up and down with the movement. You will get a nice stretch over your hip area, over the hip joints. Once you're done, slowly release and legs join together. Shake out your legs. Moving to the next one, on your knees, separating it wide as you can. You can drop your palms forward. That let me show you from the side view, and start expanding the knees away from each other. Once you spread maximum, if this is very challenging for you, let the heel be closer. If it's okay, then let it be knee ankle one line. Once you're done, elbows down, and work on pushing your hips back more and forward. Just do the movement a little, spend a little time, work on pushing your hip back as much as you can. That gives you a nice stretch. This can be done at the same time on your palms as well. The same movement, just hip front and back. Now the next one, keeping your leg away, maintaining your heel knee in line while leg is active, which is stretched out, and just sinking hip to the side and come back to center. It seems very easy, right? So you can continue the same thing. Make sure if your knee is hurting, you can place some cushions underneath of your knee, and you can do this stretch as many you can, and repeat the same number of those movements to the other side. Make sure you are building a balance on both the side, not just doing one side too much and the other side is less. So just be a little mindful again here. Okay, moving to another one, from downward dog, bringing your right foot out of your right palm and see your hip line. If it's too up, then front knee, you can sink it down a bit low or in line with the front knee, and work on sinking your hip while activating the back leg muscles. If you're okay, opposite elbow goes down and both elbows. You can hold as long as you can, and you can just switch the same thing to the other side and feel a stretch, feel your breath, activate the back leg. You can hold. You can do the same thing on your palms as well if you are not able to drop your elbows down. Okay, so some of us, we can't bring the leg outside, like you can see, because of the stiffness. In that case, what you can do is, from tabletop, the simple way, get your foot out, and once you get comfortable, back knee raises, and you can repeat same to other side. It's very simple. Let's move to another one. Again, dropping your foot in between the stand. You can see if your balancing is not happening, you can tuck your back toe in, come up, maintain front knee ankle. Body is not moving forward, it's center, body weight at center, and comfortable toe out. So slowly work on sinking your hip down against the mat. Don't lean forward, as I said. You can engage your good muscles and work on sinking the hip as much as you can. Feel a stretch over your hips and groins. If you are okay, then little bit opening up the chest. You can work on your back also at the same time, or placing palm on the knee, but don't press it too much. Okay, now drop the opposite hand down and grab your ankle from behind. If you're not reaching, you can use a scarf or dupatta, anything you have, and pull your hip closer while you work on sinking the hip a bit. The more you pull your hip closer, you will get more stretch on the quadricep, mainly this time on top of the thighs. And once you're done, repeating those two sets on other side. One is dipping your hip down against the mat, a little variation of Anjaniya, you can say that, and work on opening up the chest by contracting your upper back muscles, your shoulder blades. And once you are done, we are doing the same thing to other side, that is, like we did, right? Dropping opposite palm down, grabbing your ankle from behind and pulling the heel closer while sinking a hip a bit. Yes, you will get a very nice stretch. You should try this one for sure. Now moving to the very easy yet very effective posture, that is Titlayasana, moving your knees up and down. You can see that it's very easy, guys. It's very easy. If you want, you can lean back to the wall and use your palms to press the knees down. You will experience a very nice stretch. And let's move to the other one, keeping your one of the leg open and the opposite knee bent, leaning back with the help of the palms, placing behind the spine, just dropping the knee to the opposite side. The foot doesn't change, and see exactly, you can continue the movement of what I'm doing. You will get a nice and a very good stretch where you will enjoy. You will not suffer in this stretch. It seems very easy, yet it's very effective, and this can be done with both the legs as well, separating your legs medium apart and just dropping both the knees to the side and side, whereas your feet alignment doesn't change. So it's very simple, guys. Let's move to the another one. It just rock the baby pose, or also known as Shishupalasana, just hugging your knee, maintaining in line with the ankle and closer, and interlock the fingers. If you are unable to hold, see how I'm holding. It's very easy to hold, right? If you are comfortable, pull the knee quite closer to the chest and continue the same movement, like opening the knee towards the left or the right, on both the side. This is also for your hips, and it's really good practice. So, and another one, it might be a little challenging, but you should give a try. Separating your leg wide. If you're unable to get on your toes, you can bend the knee and not rounding the spine. See here, chest open, spine straight. Comfortable stretching your leg forward, comfortable more forward, comfortable getting fully down, but it's not possible for first time practitioners. So what we can do is we can use a block or pillow or any cushion underneath. We can place of our palm, do the pulses, or you can try dropping at least your elbow. If you're comfortable, remove. And if you are again challenging, bring it closer to perineum. Try to rest the abdomen on top of your block and slowly move your palms forward. Legs are tightened, active. So once you are ready, let's remove it and slowly get deeper into the posture. couple of breath. While coming up slowly, release, and you can shake your legs.